introduction while you're off or while you're on?
No, do it now.
We don't have an audience, but my team will clap for you.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for your big introduction?
Yes, please.
Co-founder.
Wait, hold on for a second. There has to be more cards than that.
No, this is like a brief.
It's just one card?
I know, I should have like a book, but then we'd have no time for
use
interview.
these.
We should have no time for interview.
Okay, go.
Co-founder and CCO of the Rockefeller Records, Rockaware Clothing, co-owner of the Nets. He sold an estimated, this is amazing, 50 million units? Is that right?
Roundabouts. Without a #1 record ever.
Recently
That's
entered...
just people that love you.
Right.
Keep going. I'm just
let me introduce you.
Go ahead.
Recently entered into a $150 million deal with Live Nation.
I didn't get all the money yet, but
this is what we're working on. This is what we're working on.
Yeah.
Former president of Def Jam Records.
3 years. Rihanna.
This
Neo,
I thought was interesting.
Kanye.
British GQ's International Man of the Year.
My suit was tight.
Oh. And arguably one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Gotta be politically correct.
I think you are, but some people might have.
Well, it's you. This is your show, and your show you can have your opinion, and you can say what you want to say.
I can say you're the greatest.
Yes, and no one can say anything because it's your show.
Who's the greatest to you?
Honestly?
Yes, honestly, yes, clearly.
Or politically. I mean, politically.
Don't get political now.
I'm excluding myself, right? Because as a performer, you want to strive to be the best, right? That's my only goal, and ultimate goal is to be the best at what I do. So I believe I'm the best at what I do. But as a fan of other people's stuff, I think Big because he was the most rounded, right? He had Who Shot You, and then he could make a song like More Money, More Problems, and he could make stories.
So you and Big?
Yeah. 1, 2.
What do you think it is about you, like what makes you that great?
I think the ability to relate to people. I also excluding like the wordplay and
that's what I mean, like wordplay.
Finding the pocket. Well, yeah, wordplay.
Is it swag?
I mean, look at my hat. It's just don't even fall off my
head.
head.
The way the hat is.
Yeah, the hat is perfectly positioned. I just threw it up. Wherever it falls down, just hit. Right. So, a person that's lived a real life and survived to really talk about it. And the way that I talk about it, to add wordplay on top of that and add flow on top of that, it's just, so many dimensions to
the greatness?
To what I do.
Jay doesn't write. The songs just happen in your head?
It's like they don't just happen. I formulate them. Like I'll listen to a track, over and over and over again, and I'll formulate it.
Wouldn't it be easier to just write stuff down, just so you don't forget? For somebody who doesn't do it, it's hard to wrap your brain around.
It's not really that hard. Let me explain it. I'm gonna give them the whole thing of how
Give me the
it's done.
process.
So it's
Give me the
very
process.
easy. You listen to a track. Said track is "Can I Get Up?" Right? And it's right. So first you get a melody. You figure out if you want to go along with the hi-hat or the bass or the snare, or you get a flow. So it's like so now you have the melody for the song. You just gotta fill it in words.
And then you just remember it, and then you
gotta have some sort of a good memory as well. Just a bit of a good memory.
No, that's like
you need
supreme memory.
Yeah. Well, not supreme because you're right next to a booth. Supreme memory was before when I had to hold on to this stuff. Right. That's how my memory got pretty strong.
Where are you now?
I'm at the Angie Martinez show.
I know. What do you think? I have a show. It's
fantastic.
Me and Jay have done.
It's a nice vibe here.
I just have to say that
we need like wine though. You got to hit like wine. And
some
you can't just
wine or.
Because that could be your thing. Everyone has the coffee mug.
David.
And it's like.
This is David. He's supposed to get me whatever we want. This is Jay-Z.
But this is the first day.
If the guy wants wine, can't we just get wine?
I got you. 1 second. Gonna grab it.
My guy Dave over here, he's like the Obama fanatic. You see the pins?
I see.
I was really surprised when I went to see you and Mary that you really that was the first time I saw you take a stance politically.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a full stance. It was kind of like, I'm with Obama, but I'm not really saying I am, but I am.
Yeah, I didn't want to get him in trouble.
You don't want him to be like, he's the Jay-Z president.
Right. So, but it was the first time I've felt a part of the political process enough to say something. Like, you don't want to endorse a candidate who it's not going to really support, you know, where you came from, right? Because really, right, in all actuality, I should be a Republican, right? Because of
the paper.
The taxes, right? But still is a bigger responsibility, right? And what Obama represented above and beyond being a political candidate and above being black was the sense of hope that everyone in America is part of the process now.
I know you've already said you're not confirming anything or any of that, right?
About the
About being married, about the wedding.
Of course not.
So we didn't wear the ring to the show.
That's the.
I was hoping you wore the ring, and then I could be like, it's true.
That is just a clear giveaway of just don't touch it, right? Please. But anyway.
What happens when you have kids, let's say?
You see a little kid walking by, you be like, they might be together.
that might be theirs? Yeah. That might be their children?
Yeah, they might be, you know.
But you're not going to, like, hide them away?
No, like blanket?
Like blanket? They're not going to be blanket?
No.
Would you sell...
Sell my kids?
No. Would you sell their pictures in order to then protect them from, like, paparazzi coming in?
That's just not... that's something...
You haven't thought about it?
No, it's just something that it would be funny.
Right.
You know, I come from a close-knit family.
Right.
You know, to do anything like that, you know, I try to pretty much try to live as normal as possible.
Well, maybe next time we have the interview, you bring the whole family.
Yeah, all the piglets.
And the kids.
Yeah.
And the alleged wife.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you confirm and we can have like an interview about that. But that will never happen, right?
That will never happen.
Really? Never, ever? No. What about like when you're 60? Can we talk about it?
You want to be 60? I'm sorry, Angie. I'm not going to.
No interview? We're not going to have an interview when we're 60?
Sorry.
Damn, I tried.
Yeah, there's no, you know, honor shows and all that. You know, when it's time, it's time. I'm going to stay way past, you know, the time. But when I stop.
Well, I'm not looking forward to that day. Thank you for being my first guest, homie.
We gonna clap hands, that's it? We just stand up or something.
We can stand up and give a hug, and then I have another guest coming, so you guys don't